We, ni Dalhousie and prosper at Dalhousie escazonig. Nu ach unkij Dalhousie Floyd ach dana prosper. Nugamij ach nisgamij. Dalhousie Wilfred ach Bessie prosper. Dalhousie negamo bodlodek. Gadu wigijig nige escazonig. Hi, my name's Aaron Prosper. My parents' names are Floyd and Donna Prosper from Escazoni. My grandparents' names are Wilfred and Bessie Prosper. They used to live in a reserve called Bodlodek First Nation until they were moved to my current reserve in 1943 called Escazoni First Nation as a result of centralization. I would like to share the second half of the first half of the song that I sang. It's known as the Treaty Song, and it is the oldest song to the Mi'kmaq people. It has existed before contact even arrived. It was created as a result of a treaty between the Mi'kmaq people and the Haudenosaunee, also known as the Six Nations. A few of them might be the Mohawk, Onondaga, the Oneida, Tuscarora, to name a few. What this song says and what this is a treaty song or a paddle song when you enter into a foreign territory. The second half of the song is the Haudenosaunee part of the song. And in the Haudenosaunee language, it means, "Come here, my brother, I will protect you." Now, this song is very important, and I wish to portray that to you guys because it has lasted centuries of discrimination, of residential school, of the Indian Act, scalping bounty, many, 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 many years of our culture trying to be taken away, and it still exists today. So I wish to share this song, and when I sing this song, like I explained in the opening ceremonies on Saturday, I close my eyes not for show because I'm praying. And what this song represents for you guys is my prayer to welcome you to Mi'kmaq territory, also known as Mi'kmaqi, Sibeganegadik territory, the land of the groundnuts, or Jabukduk, the Great Fire. What this drum represents is the heartbeat of Mother Earth, the heartbeat of our nation, all of you guys. So I will, like Saturday, start with a prayer and then sing the song. Niska miginimi wanta hodi, gisi ustuadun, dan kohoe mu gisi sesaweadu, mulkigino di glaman, gi sasawedis, dan kohoel nuda, sasawedisin, an sidworan glaman, nintes, dan teli istuegel. Guanaleha guanodaya he. aldiak dan Dalhousie studio. Dalhousie ula migamagi ula spiganegadik ula jibuktuk. Thank you for listening to me, and I welcome you to Mi'kmaq territory, to the land of the ground at Spiganegadig, and to Jibuktuk, the Great Fire. Sonorma.
Good evening, and welcome to Induction at Dalhousie University. Please be seated. And mahalo to Aaron for his great drumming and singing. As we begin the ceremony, Dalhousie also recognizes and acknowledges that we are here today on traditional Mi'kmaq territory. The induction ceremony, paired with convocation 4 years from now, forms a bookend of sorts to your experience as a Dalhousie undergraduate student. It's the official welcome for you, our newest students, many of you from across the country, diverse cultures, diverse communities. It's your first opportunity for us to share the opportunities that you have here and to glimpse the kind of supporting community that you will find here at Dalhousie. But first, of course, we want everyone to share your first week with Dalhousie, take your photos, take your selfies, hashtag DSUO Week 16, which I'm sure you already know. But take out your cameras and or hold up your scars. Take a selfie. I'm doing the big selfie here. That's the one. Up there too. Okay, I have to take a couple. Best picture ever. So I will be checking, just remember, hashtag DSU Week 16. Or if you forget that, just send it at Dal Student Life. So, each year at Dalhousie, in the induction ceremony, we confirm our joint commitment to uphold the values of a supportive and scholarly community. Today, we celebrate you, our newest members, and ask both our students and the faculty and staff to take the Dalhousie University Pledge. It is now my pleasure to introduce our President and Vice Chancellor of Dalhousie University, Dr. Richard Florazone, and our President of the Student Union, Ms. Kathleen Reed, to perform the induction with you.
Hello, everyone. Will all new students please stand and put on your Dalhousie scarf, as you will your degree hood in 4 years' time. All right, you will now make your Dalhousie University pledge. Today, each of you takes your place as a member of the Dalhousie University scholarly community, a community with 2 centuries of proud tradition, scholarly excellence, and academic achievement. You are also becoming a member of a supportive community, where each of us does our part to contribute to a respectful, inclusive, and safe campus environment, where we look out for each other, and where we act as good neighbors, as both students of Dalhousie and residents of Nova Scotia. And now your pledge. Please repeat after me. I promise to uphold and protect the integrity, good character, and scholarly legacy. Doing great. As well as the culture of respect and good citizenship. At Dalhousie University. Welcome to Dalhousie University's community of scholars and citizens. Please be seated.
Well, thank you, Kathleen. Look, on behalf of all of the faculty, staff, and administration here at Dal, I couldn't be more pleased to welcome you here. I've had a chance to connect with a number of you on campus during this orientation week as we get things going, and it's just a delight to see you here. I'll have a few more words of introduction in a moment, but right now it's my pleasure to ask our academic procession to please stand to take the University Pledge. Now, colleagues, today, as each of you stand, you commit yourselves to the academic success of your students in the lifelong learning process. So I ask you, will you, as Dalhousie University faculty and staff, promise to provide students with an enriched educational experience, with academic challenge through active and collaborative interactions, to give everyone here a straight A? No, testing. Are they listening? No, that last part I added. And with a supportive and engaging campus environment. Please respond, I will. I will. Thank you. Please be seated. So with those words of your own induction pledge, and as new students to Dalhousie and our university pledge to you, back to you, we have together jointly committed to continue Dal's great tradition of a wonderful educational experience and academic excellence. Welcome again to Dalhousie University.
So before we proceed, I'd like to address all of the students in the overflow room, in the McInnes room, and the DSU sub-building. So I know you can hear me and see me, so welcome. I hope someone over there will take a picture of you holding up your Dalhousie scarves right now. Click. I'm sure it's done. Anyway, welcome to all of you. Dr. Richard Florizone became Dalhousie's 11th president, July 2013. He's deeply passionate about Dalhousie's mission of teaching, learning, research, and service. And he works across the university to bring that mission and our shared priorities to life. And I know that you will see him around campus a lot, so reach out. He'll take a selfie with you and chat with you. And sometimes he's seen eating at the residences, so share his table. When he has a bit of free time, Dr. Florizone can be found enjoying the great outdoors with his family, and they even have a Nova Scotia duck-tolling retriever called Cookie, who doesn't like me. I try to keep an open mind about Cookie. You can see him, follow him at DalPrez. He's a great Twitter. Okay, please welcome Dr. Richard Florizone.
Thank you, Provost Waters, my colleague Carolyn. Thanks for calling me a good Twitter, not a good twit. I appreciate that. Good evening again to all of you, and please accept my warmest welcome again on behalf of the entire university to Dalhousie. It's a great honor to be with you during this most exciting time in your lives and to share a few thoughts. You have started what is truly going to be one of the most unique weeks of your life, a short burst of time in which you will be experiencing firsts of all kinds. Now, for many of you, I know this will be the first time that you're living away from home. It might be your first time in this great city of Halifax, which you're just getting to know. There's that first step into your new residence room, which I know you've had, the first new friend you'll meet on campus, and as early as tomorrow, many of you will have your first class in an institution of higher learning here at Dalhousie University. Some of you are new to Canada and may even find a few moments to stick your feet in the Atlantic Ocean for the first time. In fact, I know I met a few of you on the Arm a couple days ago when I was paddleboarding. If you're out there, give me a wave. When I stepped off the beach, well, they told me they were coming, but they're not there. So, firsts are very exciting, right? It's wonderful to have novel experiences. It's very exciting. We also understand that they're nerve-wracking, too. And so I want to reassure you that it's entirely normal to feel a bit anxious about starting your first year of university. In fact, Carolyn and I, after decades together on different campuses, we were today planning out the academic year and spending some time together, and we're nervous as well. So don't feel alone. And let me put your mind at ease. You have made a great decision to come to Dalhousie. This is a great community of scholars and students you're joining. In it, as you know, you're becoming part of a tradition of nearly 2 centuries of academic excellence. We're coming up to our 200th anniversary in 2018, so 49 years older than the country, not bad. And it's right here in this great city by the sea. This is a place at Dal where you'll be challenged and where you will have the chance to challenge things, to challenge ideas, theories, yourselves, and one another. This institution, you'll find, this community is full of individuals and groups who are working to make a lasting impact in their fields of study, in their communities, and in the world around them. That excellence, those people wanting to make a difference, starts with your professors. You have so many international leaders in their fields that you'll be learning from. Every day they're helping us to understand and improve our planet, from the deepest oceans to the upper reaches of our atmosphere, and the way we think about everything in between. Here you'll be in the classroom with some of Canada's best and most passionate scholars, learning from and often taking part in their pioneering research. But it goes beyond the classroom. The supportive community here at Dal, who's passionate about your success, includes not just your professors, but the teaching assistants, the student advisors, the RAs, and the counselors. Let me tell you and let me reassure you, Dalhousie is full of people who are interested in your success. They care about you, not just your academics, but your development as a whole person, as a citizen of Dalhousie. So please don't hesitate to reach out, to ask for help, to reach out to those people. We're here to be your mentors, your helping hands, and your personal cheering section as you begin your academic journey. But from my own experience, and I suspect it will be true for you, I know that often the person who you'll turn to first for advice or support is the one sitting beside you. It'll be your peers in this room, who will be a crucial part of your journey. They'll inspire you in the classroom, they'll challenge you. Maybe those roommates will frustrate you once in a while. But above all, they'll introduce you to new ideas, new ways of thinking, new experiences, new possibilities. Because it's you, ultimately, our students, who make Dal a special place. And it's not just that you're smart and capable. We know you are. You were good enough to get in here. You've made it this far. But you're also unique, actually, as a body of Dal students, and you're unique for at least 2 reasons. One of them is the diversity that you represent. Now, half of you come from out of province. We're proud at Dal that we train more Nova Scotians than any other university, but we also have more out of province students than any other big research university in the country. More than U of T, more than UBC, more than McGill. And it makes us really a truly unique national university in Canada. We're a global university as well, with more than 3,000 international students from over 115 countries choosing to come here and study alongside you. That diversity and inclusiveness is part of our DNA at Dal, one that we're always looking to live up to. It was there in our founder's vision. In 1818, when Lord Dal proposed the university, he envisioned a college with access for all, regardless of class or religious belief. Now, I always joke he was thinking mostly about white Christian guys at that time, but we're working to build on that vision. It was a radical view for its time in the early part of the 19th century, and it's one that we continue to build on. I am personally committed to building on that history, on that academic excellence, on that vision of inclusiveness, and I'm proud to say that we continue to encourage and embrace diversity in so many of our initiatives, because diversity enriches us. It enriches our classrooms, enriches our contributions to our communities, and frankly just makes for a much more vibrant and fun campus. It will also introduce you to new perspectives and connections that will be incredibly valuable to you and now and as you go forward. So that's the first reason the student body is unique, the diversity. The second is the Dal students' commitment to making a difference in the world. We've actually done some psychographic research on you. So, no, we haven't been doing experiments on you, but we do have a sense of your profile. And what's interesting about Dal students and what sets them apart from many other institutions is 2 things. 1, they're generally academically serious, but 2, they want to make a difference in the world. We have a phrase for this sometimes at Dal. We call it conscientious achievers, students who like to get involved and have a passion for social justice. That's who you are as Dalhousians. I'm happy to tell you that LinkedIn, because of this, named us as one of the top 5 universities in the world for volunteerism. And that's because our students don't come here just to sit in a classroom, although they're focused on that too, but to spend their time kickstarting, challenging, revolutionizing, and improving the world around them. Now, before you get back to your busy week of firsts, I'd like to close with two pieces of advice that I have for you. A couple of insights, I think, I suppose, from my own studies and my own interaction with students. Here they are. The first is to embrace the life of the mind. What do I mean by that? Well, you're entering a brand new and very rich intellectual environment. You'll find it to be quite a deep and varied experience, an intense experience compared to what you might remember from high school or recall or have experienced in high school. In this intellectual environment, professors will expect you to think more deeply and more thoroughly about topics than you probably ever have before. It's going to be hard work, and it's going to be pretty challenging. But if you embrace this opportunity to live the life of the mind, I promise you that this first semester will be among the most transformative experiences of your life. You may not feel it now, or you might not feel it at that first challenging midterm, but the chance to think deeply and to truly master a subject is a tremendous opportunity and a privilege. And being able to comprehend and to tackle complex subjects is perhaps the most valuable skill you'll take from your university education into your future lives and careers. So whether it's in the classroom, in discussion with your fellow students, or in self-reflection, embrace this opportunity to live the life of the mind. It will be richly rewarding if you dedicate yourself to it. My second piece of advice is this: feed your whole self. And I'm not talking about just the dining halls, although those are very good too, and you'll see me there occasionally. They're some of my favorite places on campus. But what I mean is that balance is an incredibly important part of life at university. Don't let your studies consume your whole life, or you'll miss some essential non-academic opportunities that surround you. Eat well, stay active, get plenty of rest. Spend time with friends, join a student club, or volunteer on campus or in the community. Because it's through these experiences that you will discover as much about yourself as you will in the classroom. One place to start that is, frankly, in this building, in this theater. This is a place where you can experience live music, theater performances, and of course productions by our students in the Fountain School of Performing Arts. This building also is where you'll experience a number of firsts, and some of the biggest firsts in your academic life. Right now, it's where you have taken your first official steps into our scholarly community. And a few years from now, it's where you'll be walking across this stage where I hope to hand you your first university degree. And right now, I'd like it to be the site of your first class photo as members of our Dalhousie community. You're all going to retweet this, right? Once I post it. So I'm Dal Press. So give me a swing of the scarves for this first big photo. Fantastic. Students, let me give you my best wishes to an amazing week of firsts and the first of many amazing weeks to come. Study hard, have fun, and welcome to Dalhousie.
Well, I hope somebody got a video of that. I was a little late. Thank you, Dr. Florzone. It is now my great pleasure to ask Ms. Kathleen Reed, President of your DSU, followed by Ms. Kelsey Ketty, DSU Vice President, Student Life, to present a few words. Kathleen?
Hello again. Last year when I did this, I had no voice at all because I was screaming all week, so I made sure that you would be able to hear me this year. So I recently finished up my degree here at Dal. I completed a double major in International Development Studies and Creative Writing. And when I told my father that I would be majoring in creative writing, he was supportive, but he spoke about practicality, and friends of our family spoke about how poetry was more of a hobby than a career. So I thought that I would test that theory out on you today. For 4 years, I sat eagerly awaiting my degree. It would be a piece of paper, like a golden ticket that could get me hired, a shield that I could put up against getting fired. It would be my head start to starting my life. But sometimes starting lines aren't that straight. They get scuffed and blurred, and haven't you heard that if you don't finish first, you're in last place? But I found that sometimes last is the best place to be. I mean, you can see everyone in front of you, the things they do, the mistakes they make. You can watch them run far ahead, and instead, you can sit back and learn from them. So let me tell you what I learned in university. Just a couple of things that came with my degree that don't show up on my piece of paper. I learned that you don't have to be at the top of your class to have more knowledge than the person 5 rows ahead of you with their hand shot high in the air. You can stare at a textbook for hours, but the readings that matters are the ones that raise questions, not hands. I learned to join that band, come out to that event, because the people who go home at Thanksgiving and vent that university has nothing for me need to take their blinders off and look around at all of the opportunity. Dalhousie has everything that you could need. Join that club, go to open mic night and sing. I mean, you can study The Lord of the Rings. You can play on a Quidditch team. You can study monsters in the sea. And if you find there's still nothing to keep your Dal spirit alive, check out our societies. There are 395. I learned that young people like you and me brought together in community have the ability to make real change. I learned that you can find a student who cares as long as there are issues to fight or people who need help. I learned that learning doesn't only take 4 years, and that the most valuable lessons I'll ever acquire go beyond the walls of a classroom. They sit between the lines of an article in the news about students who made change. They hang in the conversations we had at 2 a.m. They sit around a table between us and them. They lie in the notes struck on that guitar. I'm talking about the moments you realize that the things you get with your degree, the add-ons, the extras, that are the things that make university the best experience it can be. These are the moments that shape you in trying times. These are the moments of inspiring minds. I remember that moment for me. It was in September when a leader grabbed my bags, gave me a flyer, shook hands with me, and said, "Hi, welcome to Dalhousie." Thanks so much.
Now, I've seen you all over the past 3 days, and I know just how energetic and hype you've been. So I'm going to take a moment to slow down a bit. So I want everyone to take a deep breath and to pause. Remember how you felt when you arrived probably about 54 hours ago. Maybe your parents dropped you off at residence, you hugged your mom for the last time for probably several weeks. Maybe your stomach filled with butterflies as that plane took off from the landing strip from your home, headed to your new adventure. Or maybe you felt the ocean wind in your hair as you crossed the harbor like you've done 100 times before, but this time it was a little bit different. I think back to my first year, and I was nervous, but I was beyond excited, and I didn't know what to expect. All of these feelings, emotions, all of that energy and courage, every piece of doubt and fear matched with excitement and curiosity, these are the pieces that make this time so special and so monumental. Because you see, the first day, the first week, and even as far as the first year, these things are all designed for you to feel, for you to live, and for you to learn. You're meant to find this place, to find Dal, as your home. This is where you know that no matter how different you are, how average you are, how anything you are, you fit. You see, Dal is like a 19,000-piece puzzle, and it wouldn't be the same without each and every student, and you're equally all a part of that puzzle. We all fit together, we hold each other up, and we hold each other in place. Now, when putting together a puzzle, sometimes pieces look similar, and you think you know exactly where to put it, but it just isn't quite right. Now, maybe this happens when you try something but don't succeed. Maybe this is when you realize that your interests have changed, your friendships have developed, some moved on, or that you simply aren't the same person you were when you came here. But just remember that in the end, when you finish that puzzle, every piece fits perfectly into its place and has a home. All of our mistakes and our failures, they make us whole. They fill that piece just as equally as our successes, and they make you who you become and who you will be when you leave Dalhousie. I want you to think of the Dalhousie Student Union, myself, my fellow executives, professors on the stage, the university, as the edge pieces of that puzzle, as the border. We're here to guide you, to help you find exactly where you belong. Now, no matter how many things you have to try before you find where you're meant to be, know that there will always be someone there to see it through, to help you get there. You have a friend in me, you have a friend in us. Remember that if you leave Dal with only a degree, you have wasted the opportunity to discover who you were meant to be and where you were meant to be. So, to my fellow students, when you see myself, or maybe your leaders or other members, say hello, give a high five, give a caca or a narwhal, whatever you want to do. Know that this time that we have shared together will always be cherished and will always be a part of the experience that makes you find out who you are and makes you find out where you fit inside that puzzle. Thanks so much. Now, I'm sure you all know, but the next event is the rugby game that's happening on Wickwire Field. I'm so excited that everybody has a scarf to wear. We're going to have the most Dal Pride ever. Just remember that there's no bags allowed. So thank you so much for joining us today. We look forward to an exciting academic year, and please remain seated until the rest of the academic procession has left the auditorium. Sit down, everyone, just to wait. Okay. But it wouldn't be a week without a cheer.